Hello and welcome again to this channel. My name is Rivka. Welcome wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. We are back here today. We are doing another little step on the spirit wheel in some form. First of all, I'd like to introduce you to those little healing drawings and painting that I do. I use sigils in them, we're going to have a little interview with Solly, who is the one that channeled all those sigils. And they have different association with these words and names. We will talk about it when we have the interview with him. But those healing paintings or pictures or drawings I usually use as a form of healing, sending healing, bringing healing, or creating something that needs to have energy sent to. So that's why I started to show them while we're having a little conversation. Today's topic will be running the birth meridian. So when a baby is born, in the best perfect way, it comes through the birth canal. It is turned the right way as it's supposed to, with the head the right direction, the bottom is up, the head is facing down. And as it moves down, it gets a massage. Every point in his body gets rubbed and massaged in a certain direction. And because it's going down while there's contraction, there's a certain pulse. So it's like out and in, back and forth. The movement, it goes both ways in a certain pulse. So if someone is born differently, or there is a cesarean, nowadays mothers take epidural or other things, so things are not in the optimum way. There could be problems in the way the energy is running on the body, and it could be that later on in life, could be that you find it already as a baby, that the baby is restless, is not feeding well, all sorts of things like this. And I mean, that not necessarily is the problem, but it's worthwhile learning it, because if it is the problem, then it fixes it really fast. If it's not the problem, then you have to keep looking. But running the birth meridian is an amazing thing. So what you do, if you're doing it on a baby, then you virtually just, it's very, you're using just one hand even, and you're doing it quite gently but firm. And you're running it from the top of their heads, from that soft part of their head, very gently, and you're rubbing the skin as if you're squeezing them. Just squeeze my face. You do it on the front, you do it at the back, on the neck. The neck of a baby is tiny, so it's much smaller, and you rub all his body. And as you rub it, you remember that there's a pulse. So you go down, up, down, up, down, up. And you can hear that I'm breathing in between. So it's like you rub it and you go up and you take a breath. And you rub it and you go up and you take a breath. And you go like this down on the arms, all the way to the fingers, and down on the body, at the back, at the front, on the chest, on the belly, down between the legs, in between, on the side of the legs, on the knees, the calf muscles, all the way to the toes. And you do it the whole time. It's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And so you do. Now, if you have a boy or a girl which are already in their 8 or 9, or even in their teens, or even as adults as ourselves, and you know that there is still something you would like to try to see if that will help the flow of the lymphatics, of the fascia in the body, you can try it on anyone. On an adult is fine. I did it for my son when he was 10 years old or something, just to see if that will help as well, only because when he was born, he got stuck for quite a while, and so there was interference there. Anyway, so if you're doing it with an adult, obviously it's not on you, and you can't do it like that. So you do it one hand at a time, one arm at a time. You do it down on the chest, one side of the chest and the other side of the chest. Down on the leg, you do it as a on one side of the thigh, and then the other, and inside and the outside, and you so run the whole birth meridian from the top to the bottom, remembering that breath in between. Another thing that is very, very important to do if you're already going on that is something called stress-free calf muscle. So when you have that stress in your body from birth, or from it could have been some sort of injury or something like this, you can still do that birth meridian to try and get the body to flow and to send that energy. It's as if you're awakening the body and saying, hey, wake up. You remember how when you were born, like it could have been somebody that had perfect birth, but then later on had some sort of injury, and the energy is not flowing properly. You can use that birth meridian, and then you can also use the stress-free calf. And what it is the calf muscle at the back, that you are massaging it in a circular movement from the knee down to the heel, and you're doing it quite firm, trying to almost dig in, but don't dig in and hurt, and you are massaging it all the way down, and again from the top to the bottom, from the top, depends how big the calf is, of course, and that would again help with that flow of the birth meridian to make ourselves feeling better. Stress releases through that much better, much easier, and we can therefore start feeling the flow when we work on grounding and all these things that we're trying to learn to do, and flow of energy. If you're trying to meditate, it can really help you find that stress-free moments in your life. Remember, if you've got no one else to help you to do it, you can do it for yourself. The difficult part, of course, is the back, but you can get as far as you can, and you can use your imagination, your awareness, and you can create it by imagining that part that you can't reach is being rubbed, and breath and rub, and that will work just as well, because our focus, our awareness can create anything. That's it. Thank you so much for being with us today, and we send you love and healing and many opportunities for awakening and lots of light, and be well and have a lovely day.